Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin. If this is your first time here, I'm a reseller on platforms like eBay and Poshmark. And today I have another what sold video. So at the beginning of each month, I like to share with you what sold for me in the previous month. And I usually like to share everything that sold on my stores. But in this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you my top 5 sales, and that is going to be just combining eBay and Poshmark sales. And the reason I'm doing this is because my sales are not from the current month or this week or last week, but from the previous month. That is why in this video, I just want to give you a highlight of what sales look for me in the previous month. So if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like reseller content. And don't forget to like this video because that lets me know that you enjoy content like this and I can continue making it for you. So let's go ahead and start with my sales on eBay. All right, so on eBay, I had a total of 24 sales. And I believe that I would have had more sales than that, but I did go on vacation in the month of April, and I did have my closet, my Poshmark closet and my eBay store on vacation mode. So as soon as I did that, I noticed a significant decline in my sales. My sales were being very consistent, but as soon as I went on vacation, my sales dipped. So if you ever go on vacation, it is probably best just to extend the shipping and handling to 5 days rather than actually putting your store on vacation mode. If you're just going to be away for a week, of course, we don't want to wait weeks and weeks if we're on vacation to ship out our items. But if we're just going to be gone for about a week, leaving your store open and just letting the buyers know that you will be shipping in about a week, then that should not affect your sales. But because I did put my store, my eBay store, and my Poshmark on vacation mode, my sales definitely dipped significantly. But despite that, I still, according to eBay's sales report, my sales still went up about 77%. And my average per sale item is around $37. So that's really good. That means that I'm actually selling items around the $30+ mark, which is excellent. So let's get started with the first item. It was by the brand We The Free by Free People. And it was this beautiful ruffle tunic beach cover and very loose fit dress in a size medium. And it had like a plaid print in it, very beautiful. I think I had this around $39, $40, and someone sent me an offer for $27, which I did accept. I did pick this up at my local Goodwill outlet for about 48 cents, so I did make a profit of $23.21. I was actually very happy with that sale. The next item that sold for me was this Eileen Fisher cotton slim fit pants in a size small. I did get this item from a Jomar wholesale box that I got probably last year. The cost of goods for this item was around $4.50. This sold for $22 and I made a profit of $19.24, which was still very good. The next item that sold was also a item that I got from Jomar. It was this Pure J. Jill sand wash v-neck top, very beautiful in like a raisin color, size medium. I thought that the material was very soft. It was definitely a very loose fit top, very slouchy, just something that you can lounge around with. And I think I had this maybe for around $35. I did have a buyer sent me an offer for $20, which I did accept. Again, by this time, my Jomar wholesale box where this item came from was already paid for, so I did not mind letting it go for $20. It is a box that has been moving very slowly, so I don't think I would pick this box again just because the cost of goods was higher and it takes a little while to sell these items. Someone sent me an offer for $20 and I made a profit of $17.89. But that's not exactly true. So this item sold for me, I think, at the beginning of April. So to be specific, this item sold on April 8th. However, not too long after that, I received that dreadful message from that buyer, or an eBay notification that the buyer had opened a case to return the item because they just did not like the fit. They didn't like how it looked, and they just didn't like the material. So on my eBay store, I do have 30-day free returns. So if the buyer decides to return an item for whatever reason and return it to me in the same condition that they receive it, I do accept free returns and I'll give them their money back. So this particular item, it's on its way to me currently. So I'm hoping to get this item back so that I can inspect it and relist it. So this is just part of business. It happens. I don't get returns all the time, but they do happen occasionally, and they're dreadful when they happen, but it's just part of business. I'm just glad that it was not my fault as far as a seller, but it was just because the buyer just did not like the top for whatever reason, and so they're returning it. So I should not get a red flag from eBay for getting a return. Unfortunately, I am going to be losing $17.89, and it just happens. I wanted to put that out there because not every sale is perfect, and we have things like this that happen, unfortunately. The next item that sold was very surprising for me. It's from a bread and butter brand that I occasionally pick up. I have to see certain features in order to pick it up. The item that sold was this vintage, or this polo Ralph Lauren men's CELINE, they call it black watch jeans, authentic, and I guess the style was Dungarees, I don't know, in a size 34. This was a pair of pants that belonged to my husband, so definitely zero cost of goods. This item sold for $90 to my surprise, and actually this was because they were pre-owned. Had they been brand new, they would be selling $200 plus. I think I had this item for maybe around $110. I cannot remember specifically. I did get an offer from the buyer for $90, which I did accept. I thought it was a very reasonable offer. My profit was $67.70. Polo Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren, is a brand that does tend to sit for me, but when it sells, it usually sells for a decent amount of money, but it's not a brand that is sought out, at least not in the reselling world. But there are still those Ralph Lauren fans. My husband is one of them. So reason he was getting rid of these was because he just didn't like the way they fit. This particular style, if I see it at the bins, if I find it somewhere, I'm definitely picking it up just because it does really, really well. And I think I only had it listed maybe for, it had to be less than a month, maybe 2 to 3 weeks top. So not just any Ralph Lauren, it has to be a particular style. Surprisingly, I sold another vintage Ralph Lauren red fleece jacket with a full zip in a women's size extra large, and I had this listed on eBay maybe around $45. I believe I had maybe a 5% discount, so it sold for $40.50. Mind you, I picked this up at the bins for $1.97, so under $2. And when I saw it, I was very hesitant because, again, Ralph Lauren is one of my bread and butter brands that sit. But the more I sell certain styles, I'm starting to become a little bit more familiar what styles people are looking for. And since this was definitely a vintage piece, it sold for the asking price of $40.50. Again, paid under $2, so I made a profit of $32.64. So I can't complain about that. Definitely gonna keep my eyes open for vintage Ralph Lauren styles because they perform pretty good for me, I'll say. The next item that sold for me on eBay was this beautiful Victoria's Secret knit crochet long sleeve cover up in like a size medium. And this was an item that had to be relisted twice. This item must have been listed only for like a few weeks or so. The first time someone attempted to buy it, but I guess they did not proceed to check out, so eBay canceled the item after 4 days, and I had to relist this item. The buyer reached out to me and was wondering like what happened. I committed to buying this piece and the item was canceled, so I explained to them that since payment was never received, eBay went ahead and canceled the transaction automatically. The buyer was still interested and went ahead and purchased this item. It sold for $71.99. I did pick this up at the bins for 48 cents. It was, when I saw it, I fell in love with it. And I made a profit of $61.19. Victoria's Secret is definitely a brand that women like. They know it. So people will buy it, you know, they will pay up for it. Again, I'm only sharing 15 items total. I'm going to share 7 items from eBay and 8 items from Poshmark. The last item that sold for me on eBay was the one that brought me the highest profit of all time, I guess. I found this Taylor Swift Fearless blanket. It was like in a size 56 by 46 and like a color beige. It did have fringes on the edges, very beautiful multicolor. And so this brand new was ranging anywhere from $400 to $600. Pre-owned was ranging anywhere from $250 to $3+ depending on the condition. Someone sent me an offer for $200. In fact, this item got so much attention even on Poshmark. There was likers, there was people that sent me an offer the day that I even listed the item, but they were offering around, I think, 120, one something. I was like, the lowest I can go is around 225 or so. The person decided to wait out, but then it ended up selling on eBay. Someone did send me a message and seeing if I can accept $200 for this item. I took the offer, $200, which I was okay with because I did pick this up at the bins for 48 cents. So I did end up making a profit of $174.42. I was blown away. So now let's go ahead and move on to Poshmark, and then I'll give you guys all my profit margins at the end. I don't know what was wrong with Poshmark in April, but my sales took a turn for the worse. I only made 8 sales in the month of April, which is very rare. I usually make more than that. Usually Poshmark is right behind eBay, but this time not even close. Then I put my store on vacation mode, so that definitely like made things worse. So anyways, let me share with you 8 items that sold for me. The first item that sold for me on Poshmark was these Hush Puppies. I call them Expert Wingtip knit black sneaker. It did sell for $51, and I think that the buyer did pay for the asking price. There was no cost of goods. I did purchase a box of Hush Puppies from Jomar Wholesale, which I would not recommend because they have been selling extremely slow, and it doesn't help that Jomar sent me a bunch of wide size Hush Puppies, so they're moving slowly but surely. Anyways, in a size, this item sold for $51. There was no cost of goods because that box is already paid for, so I did make a profit of $38.12. The next item that sold was by the brand INC, International Concepts, taper jeans. in a size 34. These jeans belong to my husband, so no cost of goods there. They sold for $24 through Posher VA. Posher VA sent them that offer with discounted shipping, so I made a profit of $16.52. So not a brand that I would pick up at the bins, but if your husband or your son or whoever gives you a pair of INC International Concept jeans, just sell them. They'll sell. They sold for $24, which for not being a high-end brand, $24 is pretty good. The next item that sold for me was these low top Converse All-Star navy blue in a size 7 in women's. They finally sold. This is an item that I did pick up at the Goodwill outlet or the bins for $1.45-ish, so under $1.50. They finally sold, and these literally took about 5 months to sell. So I would definitely not pick up low top Converse low tops anymore because they sit and take space. And yeah, my Posher VA sent the buyer an offer of $29 plus a shipping discount, so I made $19.07, which was still a really good profit considering that I only paid under $1.50. So the next item that sold for me was another item that I picked up at the bins for $1.96, so under $2. It was this Ann Taylor khaki tan blazer in a size 8. Very beautiful, very beautiful. The buyer did pay in full. They paid, I think I had it listed for $36 and it sold for $36. So I made a profit of $26.83, which was awesome. Ann Taylor is a brand that I would say is also a bread and butter brand for me. It does not sell fast, but it does depend on the style. Like I have blouses and tops that take months and months to sell, but then this blazer, you know, did take 2 months to sell, but it sold. So I guess Ann Taylor is just one of those brands that be very selective of what styles you pick up. So blazers are always great for the office, and I think that they're an essential closet piece, so they do okay, I guess. The next item that sold was this Columbia Steens Mountain Overlay jacket, and this is in the kids section. It was an item that belonged to my baby. She definitely outgrew it, so I put it up for sale, I believe around $22 or so. And then my Posher VA sent the buyer a offer for $70 with discounted shipping. So that made my net profit $10.92. So didn't make a whole lot. But again, this is an item that was passed down to my daughter from her cousin, and so now she passed it on to someone else. So the next item also has zero cost of goods because it's an item that belongs to my husband. I sold this Under Armour blue micro G sneakers in a size 11.5. My husband got rid of them. I listed them for, I think I had them around $35 or $34 if not mistaken. And someone sent me an offer for $25, which I did accept. Mind you, these Under Armours were sitting in my closet for 5 months. So I was so happy someone even made an offer. I did make a profit of $20, so that was still pretty good. Everything is not good and dandy as always. We always have those items where we make a very low profit. So this was one of them. It was by the brand CELINE, and it was like an eyelet top. It was an open top, very beautiful. You can wear, like, I could imagine wearing this maybe like at the beach where you have your swimsuit under, or just wearing like a nice little crop top underneath and have that over, whatever, just style it however. I think I had this listed maybe for 2.5 weeks, and someone made an offer of $10. I think I had this maybe around no, I had this listed for around $18. It was 100% cotton. And so the buyer sent me an offer for $10, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna accept it. I did pick this up at the bins for 48 cents. I did end up making a whopping $6.57. What do you know? It happens. So the final item that sold for me was these fisherman sandals or shoes. They were by the brand Capexio in a size 8 medium. They were beautiful vintage fisherman sandals. I must have had these for about 3 months, and they sold through Poshmark VA. I must have had these around $44. So my Poshmark VA sent the buyer an offer for $39, which thankfully they did accept. I picked this up at the bins for under $2, so for about $1.97. So I did end up making a profit of $27.51. So those were my 8 little sales from Poshmark. All right, so let's just get right into the sales report here. I feel like I'm in school. For the month of April 2022, I sold 32 items. My total sales was $1,175.83, and I made a net profit of $757.96. So not so bad for such a slow month. And again, I have to just keep reminding you guys, because a lot of people are shocked that, oh, you made under $1,000 in the whole month. But I always say this in my videos, I have a very small closet, a very small eBay store. Currently, I have under 300 items in both stores. Having 32 sales is almost like a sale a day for the month, which was really, really good. That's showing that there's some consistency in sales. Usually most of my sales come from the weekend, and there's been times where I have like 10 sales just on a weekend. But then there's other weekends where I only have 5 sales, and so it just depends. That is still pretty good for someone that maintains a very small eBay store and Poshmark closet. I'm still very happy. I'm still making some money, and my goal for 2022 is still to grow my eBay and Poshmark closet. And so as I'm listing consistently, that is starting to also help me make more sales. It is just me doing this all by myself, and my husband helps me with inventory. So if he's getting rid of stuff, he usually gives it to me before he donates it. So that kind of helps me up. I try my best not to compare myself with other high profile resellers out there, because they are making not hundreds but thousands and thousands of dollars each month, sometimes 10 plus or more. But again, they are resellers that have so much inventory, probably thousands of inventory in their closet or eBay store, versus me, I only have not even 300 listings. My goal is to eventually list 10 items a day, but currently I'm just doing 5 listings a day. That works for me as a busy mom. So don't be discouraged by the numbers. I'm definitely doing so much better than I did last year, where my sales were nowhere even $500 a month, and now I'm making more than that. Continue working hard, list consistently, stay positive, and I wish you the best in your reselling business. All right, guys, I am done for today. I hope that I did not drag this for too long. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure to give me a thumbs up, because that lets me know that you enjoy content like this. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new and you like reseller content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.